Good morning and hi there. Welcome to another Sunny Days podcast. I'm your host, Jolly, and today we've got a couple of uplifting stories, some did you know, and more. So grab a cup of sunshine and let's get started. First up today, welcome to what's happening in the zoo this summer. We're going to take a visit over to Fort Wayne's Children's Zoo and the Houston Zoo. So, first up, new arrivals at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo. New arrivals are always a highlight, and this year is no exception. Guests will enjoy the return of the ring-tailed lemurs now housed in the African journey past the concession stand area there near the giraffe exhibit. And speaking of giraffes, well, meet Lily, the newest addition who just celebrated her second birthday and is ready to meet her exciting public. And in the Australia adventure, well, five young kangaroo joeys are hopping about. And by now, baby penguins have made their debut in the exhibit. And over at the Red Panda Ridge, you can find two new bearcats. Hey, fun fact, these animals smell like popcorn. Red Panda Ridge, by the way, was named number 6 in the USA Today 10 Best Zoo Exhibits for 2024. So if you have a chance to get out and about, visit a zoo in your city. And another zoo we're going to go to next is Houston's Zoo's New Birds of the World exhibit. Well, that's a mouthful. So in Texas, a couple of months ago, the Houston Zoo flamingo flock moved to their new home in the South American wetlands aviary. This aviary is part of the Bird of the World exhibit, which opens end of August 30th this year. Some of the exhibit highlights, well, there's the South American wetlands. This immersive aviary, features a unique double-arched meshed enclosure, allowing guests to walk around a variety of South American birds, including the most popular Chilean flamingos, and they are beautiful. And then they have the African savanna, home to the majestic gray-crowed cranes and vultures. This one has a themed watering hole and an artificial caucus feeder, more to kind of what they're used to. And then there's the North American woodlands. It features American songbirds like the blue goosebeaks and the indigo buntings. This exhibit uses native plants that provide nutritional enrichment. Nice, they're doing two things at one time. And then there's the ACE building, the Avian Conservation Environment. This new building offers updated spaces for the birds to receive professional care and supports the behind the scenes kind of breeding programs for the critically endangered species like the blue-billed crossbill and the St. Vincent parrot. So saving wild birds is also part of this zoo's for each zoo membership. Part of that ticket goes to supporting all of these initiatives. So once again, if you have a chance, check out the local or closest zoo for a fun and educational day. So stay tuned and we'll bring you some more updates and stories from the animal kingdom as the summer moves along. And now a Sunny Days happy birthday shout out, celebrating their 100th birthday, twin sisters. We have a really heartwarming story for you today. I'd like to introduce you to Doris Ward and Loris Pryor. They are celebrating an incredible milestone, their 100th birthday. Doris and Loris were born July the 17th, 1924. Can you imagine that? When they entered the world, Herbert Hoover had just become president. The classic Caesar salad just been introduced. And the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, well, it was still a few years away. So much has changed since then, but these sisters have embraced every moment with joy and grace. Originally, they're from Illinois. Doris and Loris have spent a century dancing to the rhythm of life. In an interview with Detroit's ABC affiliate, WXYZ, the sisters shared their thoughts on reaching this incredible age. Loris said, "To live this long, I have never thought it would happen. I have never thought it would not happen. I never thought about it at all." There you go, Miss Loris. And Miss Doris says, "Well, all I can say that it's a blessing to be here at 100 years old." These amazing women are the matriarchs of 4 generations. Doris is the mother of 8. grandmother of 15, great grandmother of 25, and great great grandmother of 11. Miss Loris has a son, a grandson, and a great grandchild, and a great great grandchild. Talk about a family tree, huh? Miss Doris's youngest daughter, LaShawn Williams, shared with Good Morning America that both her mother and her aunt were doing just fine. And she said they're absolutely great for their age. The twin sisters celebrated their 100th birthdays with a grand party at the Rosedale Park Baptist Church in Detroit. Family and friends, over 100 strong, came from Tennessee, Ohio, Chicago, and Alabama to join the festivities. The celebration was complete with a live band, balloons, and a custom birthday party. LaShawn's older sisters, Anise Donaldson and Wanda Barden, shared some delightful memories of their mom and aunt. They described them as bubbly and lively, always doing everything together, especially their favorite activities, which was line dancing and ballroom dancing. Anise said, when my mom was younger, she loved to dance. She outdanced everyone. And her favorite thing was that we did a lot of traveling together to the casinos in Las Vegas. I call her my road dog. Wanda Barden added that Loris was a fantastic cook, known for her signature homemade roast. But more than their dancing and cooking, these sisters have always taught their family the importance of friendship and kindness. A very, very happy Sunny Days 100th birthday, Miss Doris and Miss Loris. Your lives are an inspiration to us all. And now, a jolly chat story we'll call Lila's Dream. Once upon a time, in a little town on a nature reserve lived a young girl named Lila. Lila's parents were zookeepers, and the town's beloved zoo, which meant that her childhood was anything but ordinary. Every morning, Lila would wake up to the symphony of animals greeting the day, the trumpeting of the elephants, the playful chattering of monkeys, and the regal roars of the lions were the soundtrack of her life. Her home was a cozy cottage on the zoo grounds, surrounded by the lush greenery of the botanical gardens and the echoing call of exotic birds. Lila's best friend, well, it was a young chimpanzee named Charlie. They had practically grown up together and their bond unbreakable. Every afternoon, Lila would run to Charlie's enclosure and they would play games, mimicking each other's movements and sharing snacks. The zookeepers often remarked that Charlie was the happiest when Lila was around. Her days were filled with adventure. She would help her parents prepare meals for the animals, carefully measuring out portions and learning each species' unique dietary needs. She loved visiting the reptile house where the zookeepers taught her how to handle snakes and lizards, all with gentle confidence. In the aviary, she marveled at the vibrant of the tropical birds and she listened to their melodious songs. One of their favorite tasks was assisting with an enrichment activities. She helped create puzzle feeders for the tigers and hidden treats for the meerkats. Watching the animals solve the puzzles and discover their rewards brought Lila immense joy. She saw firsthand how these activities stimulated the animals' mind and kept them happy and healthy. As Lila grew older, she took on more responsibilities. She began shadowing the zoo's veterinarian, Dr. Patel, who taught her about animal health and medicine. She learned to perform checkups on the smaller animals and even assisted in the surgery to save a turtle's life. These experiences ignited a passion in her to become a veterinarian herself one day. The zoo was more than just a home. It was a place of learning and wonder. It taught Lila the importance of conservation and respect for all living creatures. She became an advocate for wildlife, organizing school trips to the zoo, and giving talks about endangered species. One summer, the zoo welcomed a pair of young pandas from China. The entire town was abuzz with excitement, and Lila, well, she was no exception. She spent countless hours observing the pandas, learning their habits and helping to care for them. The pandas quickly became her new favorite animals, and she dreamt of visiting China to see them in the wild one day. Years passed, and Lila's dream of becoming a veterinarian came true. She went to veterinarian school and returned to her beloved zoo as Dr. Lila, the residence vet. Ah, she continued the work she had started as a child, caring for the animals and educating the public about the importance of wildlife conservation. The zoo had given her a magical childhood and had shaped her into the person she had become. Every corner of the zoo held a memory, every animal a friend. Lila knew she was exactly where she was meant to be, surrounded by the creatures she loved, carrying on the legacy of care and compassion that her parents had taught her, that her parents started, that she had been watching from the beginning. And every morning, as the sun rose over the zoo, she still felt the same sense of wonder and excitement that she had felt when she was a little girl growing up among all these animals. The end. And now, how about some fun facts about the zoo and zoo life? Well, did you know the first modern zoo was established in Vienna, Austria in 1752, and it is still in operation today. And also the Philadelphia Zoo, which opened in 1874, a little more than 100 years later, is America's first zoo, and it features over 1,300 animals from around the world. And did you know some zoos have nocturnal houses where the day and night cycle is reversed, allowing visitors to observe nocturnal animals during their active hours? Well, that's really nice. That's good too. Did you know that the San Diego Zoo was the first to successfully breed the giant panda in captivity outside of China? No, I did not know that. And that the North Carolina Zoo is the largest zoo in the world by land area, spanning over 2,000 acres. Wow, no, I didn't. And did you know zoo veterinarians are trained to treat a wide variety of species, from tiny insects to large mammals, ensuring all animals receive proper medical care? Interesting facts about the zoo. And now, how about on to some entertainment time? What's going on in our movie theaters? Well, let's take a look at June. In June, some of our top hits were Bad Boys Ride or Die. The iconic duo returns with a twist. Miami's Finest, played by Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, are now on the run. Expect the edge of your seat action and outrageous comedy in this latest installment of the Bad Boy series. Also out was The Flash. Barry Allen, aka The Flash, travels back in time to prevent his mother's murder, but inadvertently creates a world where superheroes, starring Ezra Miller, this DC blockbuster, explodes the consequences of time travel. Whoa, that's going to be a good one. And how about Elemental? This Pixar animation delves into a city where fire, water, land, and air residents live all together. A fiery young woman and a go-with-the-flow guy discover something elemental about their identities and the world they live in. Right. How about Asteroid City? Set in fictional America desert town in the 1950s, this film is by Wes Anderson. He follows the events of Junior Stargazer Convention that turns out to be a life-changing experience for its attendees. The ensemble cast includes Tom Hanks, Scarlett Johansson, and Tilda Swinton, just to mention a few. And what's happening in the Spider-Man world? Well, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was out. Miles Morales embarks on an epic adventure across the multiverse with Gwen Stacy and a new team of spider people to face a villain more powerful than anything they have ever encountered. That sounds like a good one. And let's take a look at what's streaming. So kind of around mid-July, what's coming out on Netflix is going to be Chad Daniels' Empty Nester. It's a stand-up comedy special. There'll also be a romantic drama coming out on Netflix. 50 Shades Darker from 2017 will be coming out, and 50 Shades Free 2018 will come out. Also, Homicide Los Angeles Season 1, a crime documentary series, will be coming out. And The Boy Next Door from 2015, psychological drama, will also be making its debut on Netflix. And on Apple TV, Lady in the Lake series premieres July the 19th. Disney will have out The Descendants, The Rise of Red. Oh, that was good. Saw it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Prime Video is going to be putting out Tyler Perry's Divorce in Black, an original movie premiere. And over there on Hulu, Mastermind, To Think Like a Killer, limited series premiere will be coming out. Got some good stuff to be watching there this summer. And don't forget your Olympic Games just recently started a couple of days ago. Enjoy. That's on NBC, streaming through Peacock, I believe. And here are some top country songs for the week ending July the 19th. Cowgirls featuring Ernest by Morgan Wallen. Let Your Boys Be Country with Jason Aldean. We Ride with Brian Martin. Bulletproof with Nate Smith I'm sorry, but I should say by. Dirt Cheap by Cody Johnson. And Chevrolet featuring Jelly Roll, yay, by Dustin Lynch. So these rankings are based on the latest country charts and compiled by Mediabase and Country Aircheck. Well, as we come to the close of today's episode, let's remember that the stories we've shared can serve as a reminder of the goodness that surrounds us every day. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So find your beauty, shine, and share it. Remember to spread love, joy, and positivity whenever and wherever you go. We'll see you next week for more stories, entertainment news, fun facts, and more. But until then, peace and love always, and thank you for tuning in to the Sunny Days podcast.